and welcome back to the Future Home program. I'm Birgit and I will guide you through the next step to your successful home office. I hope you went through the first video to get all the basic information. We are here now for the step number 2 of the program Home Office, Work from Home for Your Success. Before we get started, I recommend that you watch this program in a quiet environment where you will not be disturbed. Download the workbook at the bottom of this page if you haven't done this already. To take notes and do the exercises, print it or use the digital version as you prefer. The workbook includes all slides from the videos and worksheets like checklists, templates and shopping assistance. You will find a lot of information in this program. That's why we created a 3-step process featuring 3 fully packed videos to make it easier to apply. In each video, you will find one of the 3 major steps to your perfect home office. In the second step, I'm going to share with you the important details for your home office. If you want to make your home office a source of health and inspiration, you should consider different aspects when you are creating your work environment and buying your furniture. Make sure that your home office is not overloaded with furniture and you have enough room to move and walk around. The rooms should never be too full because you need air and space for new ideas and clear thinking. Closed shelves and filing cabinets are the best way to store things. Closed furniture fronts make the room more comfortable and calm. Working from home does not mean sitting on the same chair at the same desk every day. In fact, too much sitting can bring you harm. For years, health insurance companies have been warning of the serious dangers of sitting too long. Our anatomy is geared to movement and not to hours of sitting around like millions of people do every single day. The result is back pain, an increased risk of cardiovascular disease, and last but not least, a lower life expectancy. According to the World Health Organization, physical inactivity is the 4th largest avoidable cause of death, with an estimated 3.2 million deaths every year. I want to share with you some strategies to make your work in your home office healthy. The first thing I recommend, and what I myself do since many years, use a desk and chair that can be changed in height. Not only your body will be happy with more activity, working while standing also leads to better concentration and less fatigue and makes us more flexible in thinking. If you have to spot a new desk, you can also convert your normal desk into a standing desk. You will find recommendations in the resource area of my website. When you buy a new desk chair, make sure that it has a variety of adjustments options to promote a good posture. Sitting in static postures puts strain on the muscles and spine. Well-designed work chairs promote dynamic sitting behavior and prevent serious consequences for health and work quality. Change your working position during the day. Interrupt your sitting as often as possible. You could interrupt, for example, with stand-up phone calls or meetings. In fact, this often helps to make decisions faster than when sitting at a table. By the way, not only healthy, but at the same time, the simplest of all creativity techniques is the nice, comfortable walk in fresh air, about 15 to 45 minutes long. Research shows that anyone who moves comes back with good ideas. Don't care about the weather. A good time for creative walk is, for example, after lunch. Create order and ambience with the right accessoires. Nothing can disturb your concentration more than a chaotic environment. But that doesn't merely include your desk and chair. Shelves and sideboards are part of this as well. If they are equipped with doors and drawers, they are your best friends because they make everything disappear. Things you keep at hand while you work can be stowed away in open shelving next to your desk, in practical drawers at your desk, or in a mobile container underneath. Sufficient storage space is especially important in the study. That's why shelves make sense in a home office. They effortlessly hold all folders, books, and documents. In addition, there should be small storage facilities that hold pens, paper clips, notepads, and stuff like that. With everything at its place, the workflow is much more smooth right away. When it comes to your desk, you should know that a flood of paper on the desk is not exactly helping you increase your productivity. Less is more. In addition to the laptop, a few folders containing current projects, as well as a small box with sticky notes and matching pens are enough. Avoid additional books, piles of paper, or unnecessary objects. The more stuff you keep on your desk, the less productive and concentrated is your work. Wire management is critical today, as almost every electronic device needs a cable or power for connection. Use cable ties, cable hoses, or simple document clamps to create an order with your wires in your home office. Make sure that you repair broken equipment immediately, that you keep your space clean, and empty your dustbin on a daily basis. Do you know that when people are buying paint for their home, most of them are overwhelmed by all the different hues which are available? Unfortunately, mostly they choose the trends of the latest magazine and hope it will suit to their lifestyle. But as soon as they know that colors have an underestimated effect on our well-being, they are able to choose the colors consciously. The colors strongly influence important characteristics like concentration, aggression, communication, or clear thinking without you being aware of it. In order to make the right decision, you can use this information to design your working environment so that it positively impacts your motivation, productivity, and your success. So let's take a closer look at the colors in your home office. 3 main factors are relevant when choosing your color strategy. First, it's important what kind of work you're doing in your home office. Offices are often designed quite neutrally, with white walls, simple furniture, blue or gray floors. If colors are a part of your job, for example, you have to judge colors and you are dealing with print templates, fashion samples, or photos, this is the perfect working environment in order to avoid color chaos in your home office. But remember that white is also reflective and can fatigue the eyes in the long run. This color stands for cleanliness and sterility and is not particularly stimulating or activating. If you want to use white for your office workplace, mix it with other colors, for example with yellow or orange. If white is your choice, try to use tinted white colors instead of pure white. If your work is not that colorful, you can choose a more colorful workplace. Nevertheless, as a general rule, use colors sparingly in your home office. Remember that every color is associated with positive and negative associations. That means they can influence your emotions. I'll tell you more about this in a minute. But let's get back to the main factors for your color strategy. The second factor to consider is the size of the room. In principle, dark colors make rooms appear smaller, while light colors make them appear larger. If you are planning to have a small office with little space, you should primarily choose light colors. Room enlarging colors are, for example, green, mint, turquoise, blue, yellow, or cream. When you've got a more spacious area, you can use darker color accents to make the room look smaller and therefore more comfortable. For example, when you've got a room with high ceilings and you want the room to look smaller, you can paint the ceiling with a darker color. Or you can visually shorten a long room by painting the small back side with a strong warm color. Space decreasing colors are, for example, black, gray tones, pigeon, and generally dark tones. And the third important point is the brightness of your home office room. In rooms with a lot of sunlight, cold colors can have a refreshing and cooling effect. For example, if your home office has big windows facing the sun or it is located in the attic. Examples of cooling colors are green, mint, jade, turquoise, blue or sky blue, royal blue, white or black. If the orientation is towards a more shady side, warm colors can create a friendly and invigorating atmosphere. Warm stimulating colors are, for example, yellow, cream, ochre, orange or peach. Remember that the stronger the color, the less surface area you will need to achieve the desired effect. So avoid large areas with strong colors. Wall paints like strong red and sunlit yellow can stimulate the mind, but in the long run they can distract you. In order to avoid pattern chaos, don't put wallpaper with pattern on your walls. If you are not planning to paint the walls of your home office, another option is to set individual color accents with corresponding pictures, objects, or office furniture. Research shows that colors have an effect on our senses and emotions and can influence how we communicate, concentrate, and relax. That's why colors determine whether we feel comfortable or not, and if we are energized or tired in our office. So why not think about replacing the old wall colors with new ones, or add new color accents when moving into a new room with your home office? Now let's take a closer look how colors affect us in our workplace. At the same time, be aware that if you dislike a color, for example because of your cultural background or an experience you had in your life, it's not a good idea to use it for your home office, as it will always cause a bad feeling and have a bad impact on your health. That's why I'm showing you as well what can happen if you dislike or like a color. Basically, there are warm and cold colors. The warm colors are, for example, yellow and red. Yellow promotes concentrated work and relaxation. It stimulates the retina and can fatigue the eyes at the workplace. Use yellow if you want to encourage concentrated and communicative work. However, you should be cautious when using yellow in rooms where you frequently hold critical negotiations or meetings, as it can easily promote aggressions and fear. Therefore, don't use too much yellow in these places. Yellow has recovery-promoting qualities and stimulates appetite. You can use it for a relaxing zone in your home office. If you mix yellow with white, the room will be fresh, calming, and beneficial for inner balance. If you look at the color positively, it stands for happiness and contentment, for creativity, alertness, optimism, and helps to prevent exhaustion. With negative look, it for example stands for envy and jealousy. Another warm color is red. Red can activate and stimulate and has a positive strengthening effect. That's why it is suitable for all areas where work is done, including teamwork and meetings. You don't use it as the main color, otherwise the stimulation can be too strong. It works best as a splash of color in pictures, graphics, individual pieces of furniture, or upholstery. If you look at red positively, it stands for warmth and activity, energy, creativity, and self-confidence. See negatively, it's for example associated with aggression or danger. The cool colors are for example blue and green. Blue promotes clear thinking and self-confidence. It is usually associated with the heavens or the sea, natural phenomena that both appear far away. For this reason, blue has a calming and relaxing effect. The deeper the blue, the more calming. Use the color blue if you want to work quietly and are faced with difficult problem solutions. If you use a separate meeting room, blue is a good choice because it promotes clear thinking and the self-confidence of your meeting participants. In a relaxed atmosphere, you have a greater chance to achieve common meeting goals. If you look at blue positively, it stands for accuracy, concentration, clear thinking, learning and development processes. See negatively for cold or melancholy. Green shades are particularly suitable for home offices. The human eye can mostly recognize green tones because they are in the middle of the spectrum and our sense of sight is most effective there. Your eyes can relax and regenerate in green areas. In addition, green harmonizes and promotes efficiency. Seen positively, green stands for balance, generosity, satisfaction, harmonizes and promotes efficiency. If you look at green negatively, it stands for control, manipulation, or uncertainty. My clients' wishes for their home office is in most cases activity, freshness, concentration, and performance. What they often choose are different shades of yellow, green, yellow-green, and orange. Brilliant white is often the first choice of graphic artists, designers, and painters for their home office, as it intensifies colors. But pure white is highly reflective and harsh on the eyes, so temper it with accents of blues, purples, or yellows. There are a lot of colors in between these primary colors which have impact on your work. I'm sharing with you the effects of colors most of my clients were interested in. For example, gray is a hue which promotes critical faculties. Very often brown is asked. Brown stands for security and tranquility, but it inhibits creativity. Turquoise has a relaxing effect, but it promotes the ability to express oneself linguistically. Orange and apricot spread optimism, open-mindedness, and sociability. If orange is used too much, it can also appear to look unprofessional. I recommend apricot. Very few people ask about black. Black is actually negative and only recommended if you want to switch off after intense stress. Now let's take a look at how color combinations can be used to energize a room. When colors that are across from each other on the color wheel are combined in equal amounts in a space, the effect is very energizing. When a color is paired with the colors on either side of the color opposite it, a space seems comfortable. Large differences in saturation and brightness between the colors used in a space enhance this energizing effect. Not advisable in your home office is the combination of red and blue. The wavelength of red and blue light are so far apart that the eye cannot perceive both colors sharply at the same time, and it therefore comes to over-irritation. In general, blue and yellow are the colors of thought and development and can therefore be a great color combination in home offices to enhance clear thoughts. As many of us are sitting in front of the computer many hours a day, it is very important to get the ergonomics and the lighting right. In addition to the basic information about lighting of your home office, here are some additional tips when you set up the lighting plan for your office. No direct light, which means keep direct light away from your line of sight. Use a desk lamp that shines down on paperwork rather than the computer screen. Put your monitor in a position so that windows run alongside the workstation rather than in front of or behind the screen. Tilt your monitor so that you don't have to bend your neck. Most offices are simply designed to be boring. Bare white walls, gray furniture. On this page I would like to show you that you can easily change that and the office can quickly not only become a much more harmonious place. With plants, everything looks much more friendly. The atmosphere is completely different. And they are not only decorative, they offer many other advantages. For example, they have a positive effect on your well-being and health. They improve the indoor climate by providing clean and fresh air. In addition, they reduce stress, promote your ability to concentrate, and effectively reduce fatigue. They are also able to improve acoustics in the room. Studies have also shown that plants can improve your health, for example regarding cough or cold complaints, dry throat, or skin and skin irritations. Even if you don't have much space to decorate your home office extensively, you'll find a place for at least one green plant. And it's not important if it's a small plant on your desk or a tree next to your table. With a plant as a work colleague, you can create a friendly atmosphere in no time at all, in which you will have much more fun at work. Choose plants with round leaves. You could also choose a pot of rosemary or lavender for your desk, which at the same time provides a good smell. Some of my clients have even used plants as room dividers. Plants can reduce stress in home offices without windows or with city views. However, even though they do a lot of good things in your office, they are no substitute for views of nature. And one more thing is important. If you're having plants in your office, make sure they stay healthy. Choose easy care plants and make sure that the plants are adequately cared for. Old and withered plants should be replaced by new ones. Exchange moldy plant soil for fresh soil. The same relaxing effects as plants can be provided with an aquarium, as they calm the people who are looking at it. Be aware that they need more maintenance than plants and that they are usually more difficult to install. If you cannot see a window from your workplace, put up a pleasant picture of nature within sight. Now you know that light, colors and office design are crucial for effective office work. But there is something else which has an effect on concentration and performance. Studies have shown that no other sense can affect our mood as quickly and directly as our sense of smell. A particular scent can evoke a variety of thoughts and feelings. You all know this from the smell of a good cup of coffee or when you stop by the bakery and smell the fresh apple pie. These impulses are sent directly to the brain and immediately influence our behavior, our senses, and our hormonal balance. Research has also proved that in-store fragrances like vanilla appeal to millions of people and can lead to more purchases. And dentists use room scents with orange and lavender to reduce the feeling of anxiety and improve the mood of the patients. In the USA and Japan, it has been common for some years to fragrance open plan offices and schools in order to improve the working atmosphere and motivation. Of course, we can use these insights for our workspaces too. But which scents are beneficial for our home office? It is difficult to compare the effects of scents on moods, as they have a great power to trigger memories, positive and negative. Emotional associations vary from person to person and also depend on the culture. But here are some general results from research which you can use for your decision. Lemon, orange and bergamot scents, for example, help to organize thoughts, promote concentration and creativity. The scent of mint revitalizes and invigorates, helps with mental exhaustion and lack of concentration. The scent of rosemary has stimulating effect, promotes concentration and especially strengthens memory, while lavender helps when you want to relax. That means fresh and invigorating smells help to relieve thought blocks and reduce stress. They can provide a boost to refresh tired spirits and can help to put your thoughts and productivity back on track. In my office, we use the scent of orange, which all my coworkers like as well. You might want to try which scent is having a positive impact on you. There are many different fragrances available. Currently, there are about 750. These are my recommendations. First of all, check if you like to have fragrances in your home office. Make sure that they are made with natural essential oils. Don't overdose. Use the fragrances delicately and change the type of scent from time to time. This avoids that you're getting used to it. When you clean your desk and office furniture, use a bucket of clear water and add 3 to 5 drops of the scent of rose. This can help to raise the energy level in your home office and is especially helpful when you're starting a new project. If you work in your home office and cook for yourself at lunchtime, you are not manipulated by the canteen's range of products. Now you are your own boss, right? But working and eating at home isn't automatically the better alternative. A lot of people in home offices are not planning any breaks and eat snacks during the day while working. Others don't feel like cooking and order something from the delivery service. Here are some strategies you could use in order to make mental breaks with healthy food. Make sure you drink and eat enough during the day. Structure your meet breaks. Plan the time for daily breaks in advance, as if you were working in a company. Think about what you want to eat the day before and do the shopping accordingly. In order to make the shopping easier and the cooking faster, it's very helpful to have a list of healthy dishes which can be prepared quickly and add the ingredients you need to buy. That way you have your necessary mental breaks, you're active while cooking, and you are eating healthy food to supply your body. For snacks, create an environment where you are less exposed to unhealthy food. For example, have nuts and a bowl of fruits and vegetables in a prominent position and put cookies in a cupboard. If you have a refrigerator, put the healthy food where you will see it right away and keep unhealthy food in the drawer. Plan your breaks and your work activity with the day planner you will find in your workbook. Even if you work in your own home office, you should be dressed just as appropriate as if you go to work to your company. I know that it's tempting to just sit down in t-shirt and sweatpants. Of course, you don't need to sit in your home in business attire or perfectly styled every day, but an appropriate wardrobe has 4 key advantages. A psychologically performance-enhancing effect. It promotes concentrated and focused work. and you are ready to attend a spontaneous video conference or receive a client who wants to deliver something to you. And it's a visual signal to your environment that you are working. Now I want to share with you some critical points when it comes to productivity in your home office and how you make your work more productive and successful. The first point, set up a daily routine for your work at home, as if you go to work somewhere else. As you are free to choose, you can follow your own rhythm as early bird or night owl. Just remember that you might be reachable for clients or colleagues. If you have your daily routine for getting up, having breaks for the meals and fixed working hours, it is much easier to get things done effectively. As there is always something to do in the house, you should not be tempted to interrupt your work for 5 or 10 minutes for private reasons. Plan these tasks for your free time, and if possible, do them in the evening. If the children have to be picked up, breaks can be made for this, of course. However, these should be planned in advance and scheduled. Those who do their work in a concentrated way can finish work early, which is the great advantage of doing work from home. And last but not least, you need to know when your daily work is over. Remember that at home you will have to finish work just as you would in the office. Set an appropriate time, then literally drop the pen and enjoy your free time. The next thing, and what most people don't do correctly, is the daily work activity management. Plan your activities for every single workday and write your list either the day before or in the early morning. With this daily habit, you can sort your tasks in descending order of importance. The one with the greatest importance comes first and is also processed first. When you have finished the first task, you go to the next. In this way, you ensure that the most energy and full concentration is available for your most important tasks. Do not plan too many activities at once, otherwise you will soon feel overwhelmed. I have prepared a template for your daily activities. You can download it from the workbook. The second critical point is an organized workplace. A tidy desk where all necessary working materials are accessible and can be stored easily increases the efficiency of your daily work enormously. Find storage locations for everything and put it back there after each use. This keeps things tidy and saves time. Sort out things you don't need anymore on a regular basis and replace defective or used materials. Clean up your workplace if possible after every working day, so the next day you can get started on a clean table right away. When you start a new project, clean the table. Remove everything that had to do with the old task, books, papers and tools. Throw away documents you don't need anymore. Recharge your workplace with new energy for the next project. For example, with fresh flowers. The order on your table increases the order in your mind. Then you should create an effective filing system for outstanding work, mail and paperwork in such a way that you can easily reach them, but you don't have to deal with them all day long. Label the contents of folders, boxes, drawers and other containers. Organizing the inbox is another critical point for effective work. Create folders in the mail program so that you can sort incoming emails every day into these subfolders. The inbox should be as empty as possible. Schedule the processing of the folder contents in the to-do list for the day. Create time frames when you are working on projects and when you are doing your email correspondence. For example, you could check your emails twice a day and make the necessary arrangements while you have a fixed time frame where you work effectively on your project without interrupting. Now, another frequent question of my clients is how they can make their home office more eco-friendly. I'm going to share with you a number of easy ways to protect the environment, fight climate change and help make the air cleaner. Save energy and reduce greenhouse gas emissions at work by putting your computer, the monitor and other office equipment in power-save mode when not in use. You can activate the power management features on your computer and monitor. When your laptop is not in use, unplug the power cords and turn off equipment and lights at the end of the day. If you plug everything into one power strip, it is easier to turn everything on and off at one time. Look for Energy Star qualified office equipment such as computers, copiers, and printers. Today you will find qualified products in most categories, for example in heating, cooling, and lighting equipment. There are many things you can do to conserve energy and reduce pollution and greenhouse gas emissions in your daily office routine. For example, by using recycling material or by only printing what you really need. You can practice two-sided printing and copying. You can buy supplies made from recycled materials and use recycling paper products, batteries, and reusable printer cartridges. For old electronics, for example computers, monitors, cell phones, TVs, there are leasing programs, manufacturer and retailer take-back programs, and also municipal programs and events to ensure reuse and recycling. Ask your local community what you can do with your office equipment. One of the most significant environmental impacts associated with your energy consumption are the emissions from electricity generated from fossil fuels. You can easily change this by choosing a provider who offers renewable electricity power, which is generated from renewable energy sources such as wind, sun, geothermal, and biomass. With the purchase of green power, you can reduce your carbon footprint and the environmental impact. Go to the resource area of my homepage, where you will find out where you can purchase green power. When buying wood products and furniture, look for certified products, for example, with the FSC label, which assures that the wood was grown and harvested in a sustainable manner. Avoid tropical or exotic hardwoods, such as zebra wood and ebony. In addition, many companies now use wood products from farms that raise trees solely for lumber so that no forests are destroyed. You will find more information about green products on the resource page on my website. Check with your community what the recycling regulations and schedules are and find the best way how to organize recycling of the non-disposable items you use in your home office. Switching to public transportation, carpooling, or biking can save energy and reduce greenhouse gas emissions on your way to and from clients or business meetings. If you have an electric car, you could use green power or produce your own electricity with a photovoltaic solar system on your roof. Now I'm going to share with you how you can create an inspiring environment in your home office. First of all, the workspace should have a personal touch. That's the beauty of working in your own home office, right? But make sure that it's not getting too much and too chaotic and the atmosphere stays clear. To create an inspiring environment, it is useful to place a vision board with your goals. Do you know what your goal is? To be successful, it is vitally important that you know your goal. If you don't know it yet, take your time to reflect. You can use the template you will find in the workbook. Your vision board can be designed, for example, with images. That's how I created my personal vision board. And my vision board is not only visible from my workplace, it also pops up when I start my computer. Inspirational quotes might seem cliché, but they really work. A popular home office trend at the moment is to display inspirational images on a clipboard. It is a simple but effective idea. I do this myself in my office and in my home. If you are missing a nice view or you have no window near your workplace, put up a pleasant picture of nature within sight. In order to make your space more personal, put up some pictures of your loved ones. This will make you feel supported, even if you're working in your office alone. Keep track of your goals with a notice board. And don't overload your home office, but use the space with purpose. You should feel comfortable, but not distract yourself. As we are working with clients who have integrated workplaces or set up separate rooms for offices in their homes, I want to share with you some insights from behind the scenes and what most people are struggling with when setting up their home office. For most people, it's the amount of folders they have to store. Some have inefficient and slow equipment, which makes their work extremely difficult. In some home offices, the wire management is missing. The cords and wires are everywhere. And some are struggling because their space for office materials is not sufficient. Keep this in mind as you are carefully thinking about what you will need to make your home office work for you. Alright, now we finished the second step, so here's a short review of what we covered in our second video. I explained to you the furniture and the strategies which work best for your health. We covered the importance of order and atmosphere, and I showed you the benefits of the different color strategies you can use in your home office. I was also sharing with you the benefits of healthy lighting, plants and good scent in your workplace, and how clothes and other strategies help you to be more successful. I was showing you several options how to make your workplace eco-friendly and inspiring. And I was sharing with you some relevant insights from behind the scenes. I hope you enjoyed the second home office video. In video number 3, I will help you to take your home office to the next level and bring your idea to life. Thank you for watching. See you then. Take care and bye-bye.